appeal against an order to allow UDC observers at election registration points. Botswana envoys to the UK and Germany pay courtesy call on President Masisi. Sports development programs are applauded for producing competitive junior national teams. Good evening and a very warm welcome to you. The High Commissioner designate to the United Kingdom, Mr. Lawrence Kelautze, and the Ambassador designate to the Federal Republic of Germany, Mr. Thomas Dipoe, paid a courtesy call on President Dr. Mokgweetsi Masisi this afternoon. The duo were appointed last month by President Masisi, who called on for the envoys to leverage opportunities during their tenure in the respective countries to foster growth in several areas of cooperation, such as research and innovation. Utsidile Unkabetsi.
Botswana's new envoys to Germany and the United Kingdom were appointed last month by President Masisi, whose confidence in their capacity to wave Botswana's flag high on the international stage is demonstrated by their designation. Botswana is eagle's eye on leveraging opportunities for bilateral growth and furthering cooperation with Germany, a country with the biggest economy in the EU and a population of over 84 million.
Has a lot of milestones that's achieved in terms of economic development, and things that we can also learn from. Productivity being one of them, technology, innovation, including just sheer brilliance in the sciences. So one of the reasons we have you is because of your steeply capacity in the diplomatic space. You can help us navigate to a pole position in leveraging our relations with Germany.
A lot of opportunities that Botswana can tap into. Areas such as innovation, technology, research, and education. These are some of the areas where we will collaborate, or we are already collaborating with the Germans, particularly Botswana University of Agriculture and Natural Resources and the University of Botswana.
Botswana's mission in the UK also aligns with her development priorities as she continues to chart a solid path of development.
I want you to go there and really strengthen these cultural, these institutional systemic bonds to our advantage. So our human capital development is very important. The alliance development and patriotism development of our people as they are in the UK, including the determination of the type of people to reside in the UK and be known for, is very important. So one of the things that I want to do is really promote outward migration of our people so that we have a settler community of Botswana in the UK who are representative and exemplary.
Pledge fidelity of commitment to serve with humility, honor,
Grace,
dignity, grace, and diligence. And I will indeed do my best to achieve the goals that my government, my president, our president, Dr. Mokgweetsi Masisi has set this government to achieve.
Botswana's domestic and foreign policy framework continue to play a pivotal role in driving her national priorities, as evidenced by her diplomatic missions spread across the world, which fosters her global reputation, integration, and sustainability aspirations. Utsidile Ongabetsi, BTV News, Gaborone.
Botswana Examinations Council, BEC, has today released 2023 Primary School Leaving Examinations PSLE results. A total of 52,235 candidates wrote the 2023 examinations, showing an increase of 6% in the candidature from the 2022 candidature of 49,333. The 2023 PSLE overall performance indicates that the proportion of candidates obtaining pass grades, that is grade E or better, remains almost the same at 99.62% as that of the previous year, which was 99.88%. This implies that almost all candidates who sat for the PSLE qualified for the award of the minimum grade. There were only 34 candidates who were unclassified, denoted by letter U, while a total of 171 candidates did not satisfy minimum requirements for the award of a grade, denoted by letter X. The proportion of candidates obtaining grades grade C or better has increased by 1.3% from 70.49% in 2022 to 71.79% this year. The percentage of candidates obtaining grade A in this examination has gone up by 1.86%, this being an improvement from 18.41% in 2022 to 20.27% in 2023. The proportion of candidates obtaining grade B or better has also improved by 1.63%, from 36.33% in 2022 to 37.96% this year. The 2023 cohort had 26,265 girls and 25,970 boys. The female candidates outperformed their male counterparts in all subjects. Moving on, the Independent Electoral Commission IEC has won its appeal against an interim order issued by the Francistown High Court Judge Kgaola Peloketlogetsoe, which instructed the IEC to allow the Umbrella for Democratic Change UDC to observe the general election voter registration exercise. The judgment was made by a bench of judges of the High Court of Appeal, being Judge President Dr. Tebogo Tau, Justice Tebogo Maruping, Justice Misi Garekwe, Justice Singh Waila, and Justice Isaac Lisetedi. Unkutlule Tamagay reports.
The Independent Electoral Commission, dissatisfied with the interim order of Judge Kgaola Peloketlogetsoe, noted an appeal with this court on the 20th November 2023 and subsequently filed an application for an expedited hearing of the appeal. The Court of Appeal subsequently stayed the judgment pending the determination of the expedited appeal. When delivering the judgment, Court of Appeal President Judge Tebogo Tau said the Umbrella for Democratic Change has not shown that the Independent Electoral Commission has infringed or failed to comply with any provisions of the Electoral Act. She says Judge Ketlogetsoe's interim order also puts in place a registration which infringes the rights of voters and will be compelled to share their personal information directly with the political party without legislative sanctions. On other factors, the full bench also indicated that there's a possibility that the registration process may be challenged if it is determined by the main application that the UDC had no right to observe and monitor voter registration. They say such a challenge will potentially derail the timeless delivery of the upcoming electoral cycle, creating national crisis.
Based on the conclusions reached above, the IEC has proved that the Korakwo erred in the decision it reached. It is on that basis that the order of the Korakwo issued on the 10th November 2023 is liable to be quashed and set aside. The appeal is upheld with costs, including costs of 2 counsel. The order of the High Court issued on the 10th November 2023 be and is hereby set aside and is replaced with an order discharging the Rule 9 issued on the 31st October 2023 with costs including costs of 2 counsel.
Based on the conclusions reached, the bench ordered that the High Court order issued on the 10th of November 2023 is liable to be quashed and set aside. Unkutlule Tamagay, BTV News, Gaborone.
The Registrar of the Botswana Teaching Professionals Council, BOTEPCO, Dr. Raphael Dingalo, says that developing a system that will be able to license and register all teachers in the country once completed. Dr. Dingalo revealed this at a press conference on Tuesday, where he emphasized that the system is part of their efforts to professionalize teaching.
The newly established Botswana Teaching Professionals Council, which has been assigned to professionalize teaching, has concluded their consultative meetings with teachers countrywide. Among the key issues that emerged from those engagements was a desire by teachers that the body speed up their registering and licensing, or as they refer to it, to go live. The Council gave an update on the system they are developing to handle those tasks.
It is our intention to start the process of registering and licensing teachers during the first quarter of the financial year 2024-2025. Now, the first quarter of the financial year 2024-25 is between the 1st of April and the 30th of June 2024. But we are looking specifically towards the end of May 2024.
Dr. Dingalo describes some of the functions of the system.
Now, the system that we are developing is going to allow applicants to apply for their registration online, because we don't want to deal with paper. We don't want teachers to be traveling all the way from Gauteng to Maun in the interest of registration. So we'll be doing it online so that they register within their own locality. The system itself is going to allow teachers to renew their license online, and also is going to allow our teachers to pay online.
The countrywide sessions and engagements were an eye-opener for the Council.
Throughout all the regions and the sub-regions, there were some key emerging issues. One of which was, as BOTECO, we need to guard against the influence by some quarters to intimidate, victimize, and or even dismiss teachers. Our curt response was that as BOTECO, we are not going to allow ourselves to be used to intimidate teachers nor to victimize teachers.
BOTECO has expressed their intention to extend their stakeholder engagement activities and also receive feedback from other key partners, including community leaders. Solofela Tombali, BTV News, Gaborone.
Transforming the agricultural sector through innovation is essential for Botswana to transition to a high-income economy. This was cited by the National Agricultural Research Development Institute, NADI, Chief Executive Officer Professor Julius Atlopeng at the inaugural launch of the NADI report in Gaborone. Mojadi Mukibelo.
The first launch of the NADI report emphasizes on the dire need to economic transformation, foster economic inclusion and knowledge transfer, technology transfer and adoption, as well as utilization of natural and agricultural products, amongst others.
NADI brand, what does it say? It says empowering agriculture, transforming futures. That's what NADI stands for under this vision. Our R&D processes still under this vision is there to yield operational excellence as we improve our research capacity and application of our research agenda. Might I add, this research agenda is from the stakeholders. So it has implemented the UNESCO Open Science Initiative. So we also are, through this vision, delving more and more into digitalization. Not only digitization, but digitalization, meaning it's more at process level.
Furthermore, the report reveals innovative solutions and climate change adaptation for productivity enhancement in the agricultural sector.
For us as an organization, we should understand that this change, this transformation, you can probably call it innovation. It's an ongoing process that needs to be part of our culture. So like the change management, I say when the period and the process is finished, we accept change, because as an organization, that institute at one point was supposed to be innovation. That development means change, it means innovation. It is part of our DNA, part of our culture, in giving our stakeholders the needs-based research, innovative solutions that they sorely need.
NADI remain committed in prioritizing, overseeing and ensuring that there is delivery on some of the key projects or initiatives during the coming years, which include the establishment of a knowledge center, development of an ICT and digitalization strategy, as well as development of a marketing and branding strategy to reach to communities. Moja Dimukibelo, BTV News, Gaborone.
DBS Group, the world's leading diamond company, has donated office furniture worth over 70,000 pula to the Botswana Police Service. The donation is part of the group's ongoing commitment to support local law enforcement agencies. Tsolofelo Chepete.
The senior security manager at DBS, Mr. Mpamo, shared that they have maintained a variable relationship with the Botswana Police Service for many years. From the very beginning, the Botswana Police Service has been a devoted security organ, and therefore the DBS Group has shown immense gratitude.
We at the DBS Group is unwavering in its commitment to support initiatives that contribute to the capacity building of the Botswana Police Service. Aligning with our broader Building Forever sustainability strategy, that's the DBS. If you look at the DBS strategy, we have what we have, Building Forever sustainability.
As custodians of safety, the Botswana Police Service considers this gesture relevant and timely, taking into account frequent resource challenges, standing up to the government against increasing demands for quality service.
Let me just take this opportunity to express our profound gratitude and delight at receiving some items of furniture and office equipment from DBS Group this afternoon. As custodians of public safety and security, the BPS is proud to uphold the rule of law by way of delivering our mandate.
The Deputy Commissioner of Police, Mr. Solomon Mantwi, says the primary objective by DBS Group in pledging these items will add onto their existing inventory that will assist them to respond to their call on time. Refilo Mutube, Botswana Television, Gaborone.
The winners of Season 5 will be awarded. As part of the HIV and AIDS Awareness Month, the Department of Health in the Southern Region were in Lorolwane to raise awareness and educate residents about HIV and AIDS. This move was motivated by numerous reports that reflect challenges that keep arising in the community, making it difficult for them to win the battle against the disease.
Ms. Gupta highlighted the challenges faced by the villages that are remotely located, such as the ignorance against doctors' orders by residents when it comes to their health issues, sharing of prescribed medication and the abuse of alcohol, amongst others, which sets back the health department's effort in the fight against the scourge.
Ke tsametse o mpoletsang gona le motho hela yo go bolelang gore nya nna dio tse ke tla hela ke lwala a saki gona le ba ileng gore bone ba emetse hela gore ba ja ka ntsa bua a botsisiwa ka le parana go le na khwana botoka ba go nna hatsi gore mente gompieno a re setšhaba ke a lo lemoga mme bile ke lemoga botlhokwa jwa lona mo botsogong jwa lona. Ka pilisi e noa ke lona pilisi e tsena mo mmiling wa gago kwena o heta ngoranga ka gore e bereka jang jang tsaya boikarabelo.
The health department reports a low turn-up of residents who go for HIV tests in Lorolwane village, especially men, as statistics reveal that in the year 2023, only 98 people tested, while 80 were women.
Ga e kopane le diritibatsi go tlheleng sa ntlha ya go bola boleng ba pilisi kana ya go lwantshana le pilisi mo mmeleng e bera go tlhela le gore anong tota ga se seelo kana selekanyo se le gore ne re eleditse gore o senwe mo mmeleng wa gago ga godimo ga moo go na le dikgang tsa gore motho ha itshietse phetelela ga nne mo seemong se e le gore ke sa malatsi otlhe wa lebala go lebala ga teng o hela o sa nwe dipilisi o tlodisitse kana o hela o di nwa mme o di boelela
ha go te go itsela botshelo dipalo ha ra ka sepodising ke borre ha go te rape go itseela dikobo ka dikgoka borre ana re dio tse di maswela ke rona ha go te defilement go tlhakanna dikobo le bana ba dingwaga di ko tlase 18 borre ha go te go tlhoka go itsatsiye ka botsogo ja gago gore we go ha dikokelong kana ha go na le bangwe ba ba gakuludi ba ba ka go thusang gore mmelo a gago tlo boele mo seemong go itlhala le borre ba ba le gore ke bone ba ba eng ba ba maoto a tshupa.
The residents request for the government to build a clinic that can cater for the nearby villages in their area, as they are forced from time to time to travel long distances up to Kanye for their medical needs, despite their unfavorable roads and shortage of reliable public transport. Gesego Fetse Makwinja, BTV News, Lorlwane.
Area Member of Parliament for Molopole North, Mr. Wabile Rhueng, has urged Christians to be continually in touch with spirituality for guidance during challenging times. Mr. Rhueng was speaking at a Thanksgiving ceremony held at St. Paul Anglican Church in Molopole.
Every year on the month of December, churches assemble in their various congregations to give thanks and praises to the Almighty God for the blessings that He bestowed upon them throughout the year as believers. According to Pastor Botshabelo Belima of Molepolela St. Paul's Anglican Church, he said blessings are from the Lord. As such, it is imperative to carry out Thanksgiving services to thank Him more especially for the gift of life, which is significant and valuable.
o bonye botshelo mmogo le bone ba ba sa tloleng ba le teng mo botshelong mo nakong ye le bone ba bonye lesegole ba bonye mpho ya botshelo nako ya ba santse ba le teng lesola bone le tlileng ga la tla le ba ikala go selehela ba ne ba le mo botshelong
e le thulaganyo ya kereke yone gore ne re mo ngwageng go nna le letsatsi le le ntsenya le re la amogelang le la thobo le leng gore re tlabe re bala masego a rona rotlhe a re agilweng ke modimo selo se re tshwanetse gore re se ka tlhwagana.
However, Molepolole village has been experiencing social ills such as murder and rising cases of missing people, and this compelled the area member of parliament, Mr. Rhueng, to plead with all churches to pray so as to bring an end to the horrendous acts of trampling upon others' human rights.
Sabe se le se dirang se segolo go gaisa sa mongwe le mongwe le le kereke ra eletsa gore o ka re ka tswella re le mo leduleng le le ntseng jang mme re ka le kgona hela ka lona kereke re ka le kgona hela ka lona barapedi ke le kope gore a re tshwareng ka thata badumedi.
Mr. Rhueng encouraged the newly ordained pastors to keep on holding onto their faith and also to help those who are still in the dark to find the path of God. Lizzie Glass, BTV News, Molepolole.
The Botswana Red Cross Secretary General, Mr. Kutlwano Mukukumane, says the organization has achieved a lot this year following its inclusion of polio vaccination amongst its services. Mr. Mukukumane narrated this during the annual general meeting held in Kang, Neo Mudungwa.
Botswana Red Cross Society was established in 1948 and was formally confirmed in 1968. As a humanitarian society, the focal areas is promoting and supporting needs that enhance better life and health.
Mobile rehabilitation service. When we tsena mo mitseng re sidila bagolo re sidila batho le bogole re na le dikoloi tsa batho tsa ditraka ke service e re se re ne which is enhanced service e re hana ja re itemogetse ba re so a re tse di dira ja re na le mo go impactful advocacy. Re tsama re tse bua le ba re bua le bone re bua ka mokgatlo wa Red Cross re oketsa our advocacy rates re ensure that the critical social issues are being done.
The Humanitarian Society also prides itself to have taken part in grooming and mentoring the reigning Miss RDP Queen.
Youth empowerment kana go netefatsa gore banana ra ba empower ke go ya khangele gore go dumela gore tshwantse le go ba go bona re itile miri dire ta le tlhabolotse re tlhabolola ya ta le ba mentorship kana re ba rutuntsha re na le di program tse dintsi tsa the youth o tla lemoga ba e tshweletse mo la meeting re tshweletse monana wa youth go tswa mabese kwa a pere korone ya RDP.
Red Cross ene ya ntsa gape ya tlisa ko khosing ya first aid go e leng gore go ne ga diragala gore go ne le di-game tsa mabese kwa Vetele Botswana Defence Force Donga ke ne ka ya teng le nna ke a go ithutuntsha ka dira first aid ne ke le medic wa bone a volunteer from Botswana Red Cross ka mmabontlo wa Miss RDP tota ke re Red Cross hela ntutile dio tse dintsi mo public speaking.
Still on this day, there were presidential elections where Mr. Odirile Itumeleng was re-elected as the president of Botswana Red Cross Society. Now, Modungwa, Botswana Television, Kang.
It is now time for sports with Liza Osekeng. How are you, Liza? Please proceed, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Khomotso Mapani. Good evening. My name is Liza Osekeng with your World of Sport. And we are starting with football news. The draw for the last 48 Orange FA Cup Season 5 has been conducted and officially launched by Orange Botswana and Botswana Football Association in Gaborone today. The round includes national first division teams as well as regional champions. The winners of Season 5 will be awarded a cash prize of 800,000, while the runner-up will get 400,000 pula. Khomotso Safako has the full report.
Speaking at the tournament draw, Botswana Football Association representative Vincent Mafuta stated that the success of the tournament would not be possible without the dedication and commitment of all the stakeholders, particularly the participating teams.
The BFA subscribes to the ideal of football for all as espoused by FIFA, and for football to reach everyone, it has to penetrate far-long areas. The BFA has shown commitment through establishment of regions. The FA Cup presents itself as a convenient vehicle to take the elite teams to every corner. Tell me if there is any compelling reason for a team like Township Rollers or Galaxy to go to an official assignment to Pilikwe or Kasane.
Orange Botswana Director of Commercial and Operations Gazamo Tswahole says the FA provides an opportunity for young players to exhibit their skills and talent.
Sport is incredibly becoming an industry of importance towards economic diversification. It has led to the creation of employment for the youth, including some of our international and local players. We've got a couple of guys playing outside, the likes of Teenage Orebonyi, KB Sakanyeng, TT Ditokwe, who are playing internationally. And we are passionate about doing more in this space, as the Orange FA Cup is the realization of that passion. There is therefore a need to nurture and empower those whose dreams are tied to such a sport. For we have such an incredible talent and potential in our local football.
Among some of the mouth-watering southern fixtures will involve current Premier League sides VTM and Matebele, who are promoted to the Premier League last season. Sijipola will come against Khate in Division 1 side Pula Roofing. In the northern side, log leaders Chadibe were drawn against Piduku United, Green with Sango Bushbucks, while Madinari Aces will play with Traffic. The southern games will be played on the 19th of next month, while the northern matches will start a week later. Botswana Premier League teams will enter in the last 32. To date, Orange FA Cup, which started in 2018-2019 season, has only produced 2 winners, being Warapa United, who won the first installment, while Gaborone United lifted the cup 3 times in a row. Khomzo Sefako, BTV Sport, Gaborone.
And now we are switching codes. Joining Athletics Club organizer Tateonele Fatsi says the cross-country competition, which was hosted over the weekend, will help athletes to prepare for the 2024 athletics season. The race, which was held at Mahotlwane Village, was divided into 3 categories. Track events included 4 kilometers, 8 kilometers, and the main 10-kilometer race in the junior and senior categories. Lefatse hailed athletes' performance and attendance, noting that they managed to attract more than 90 participants. Athletes also highlighted that the last series for this year helped them to prepare for the upcoming season.
We organize a race here as one of the series. It's the cross-country, it's a BAA. Cross-country normally e dirwa ke batabo ba mabelo a matelle, but o khona go tsisa yo sprinters ba tla go e dira as a way ya go addressa endurance ya bone, so that how we raya program whichever program e ka tswa ba tsa gore telle ba khona gore bana le mileage ya gore ba khona go hetsa program.
Mo racing tota ne ke tetse go ipaakanyetsa makgaola kgang a go pele. Tota ke sentse ke le monyenyane mo eleng gore tota ke tetse go ipaakanyetsa the World Under 20 Junior Champs tse di tebe di hostetswe ko Lima, Peru.
This was one of the toughest cross country ke tabogile mo BW so far. Course ya teng ne le thata ene se bonolo, but all in all ke tsala gore sengwe se tsamaile sente.
Ke simotse ka September this year, but so far I think I'm getting back. Yeah. La routine le bothoko mare thank you Modimo I managed two more races.
BOTSWANA Netball Association President Malebo Raditladi Nkakile says development initiatives such as BOTSWANA can play a huge role in producing competitive junior national teams. Raditladi Nkakile made the remarks at the closing ceremony of BNSC BOTSWANA Netball Clinic held in Joning. Tlamelo Muntsusi and Simon Totlang compiled the following report.
The 10-day training camp is part of Botswana National Sports Commission development drive aimed at grassroots level. According to the netball president, the skills and the team dynamics learned at the training clinic will prove valuable as they develop their game.
Our dream is to continue to have this kind of camp at the end of the year. And what we will be doing, as you had explained, we will be selecting talent across all the regions, as you mentioned. And in those regions, at the end of the year, we'll be assembling here to make sure that we pick the talent for the following year.
BOTSWANA continues to support the BNSC grassroots program as part of its mission of shaping the lives of young people through sport.
We aim to establish 4 centers in each region, equipped with 2 coaches per center to cater for the specific age-based categories outlined in the program. The pioneering pilot project commences in Joning, a region that has exhibited exceptional enthusiasm and readiness.
I learned a few things while I was here. I learned the basics of netball, such as landing, catching, and receiving the ball.
The netball clinic, which started on the 8th of this month, comes in handy as school sport is currently facing a rollout challenge, more especially in public schools, which carry the majority of young players.
It is efforts like this one by the BOTSWANA Netball Association to ensure that there is continuous development of talent despite the challenges that are being faced.
Around 62 players drilled at the 10-day training camp came from centers in Maung, Mogodisane and Joning. Tlamelo Muntsusi, BTV Sport.
And finally, some of the participants at the ongoing 2023 Elite Besama Saiti Women International Master Norm Chess Tournament say the tournament promises not only fierce competition, but also an opportunity for them to secure the coveted norms and enhance their global chess ratings. The Elite Besama Saiti Norm Tournament has brought together some of the most accomplished female chess players from around the world for the for this momentous occasion from as far as Poland, Nigeria, Romania, Georgia, Mongolia, South Africa, as well as a promising contingent of local talent, including the national champion and 2 women international masters. The tournament is expected to give players an opportunity not only to showcase their remarkable abilities, but to also inspire and encourage more women to take up the game. The overall winner of the 8-round tournament will walk away with 12,000 pula, while the runner-up will take 10,000 pula.
There is, of course, I have no knowledge about it. I'm only doing my best to win the tournament and, of course, to play the best games. But, of course, there are so many strong players that surely it's not easy, and I hope to finish it well place, but still everything is possible.
We also hope to win against some of the higher rated players, so that we're able to gain rating elos and we're able to improve overall as a country.
And that is it for sport this evening. I'll be back again tomorrow right here on BTV News, DSTV channel 289. Khomotso Mapane is standing by to give us a reminder of our top stories. Maiso, let us do this again tomorrow, right?
Thank you so much, Liza. The BOTSWANA initiative, quite a noble cause in bringing up young talent.
Yes, and I'm very happy because it's especially girls, and you know, girl power.
Thank you so much, Liza. Speaking of girl power, we saw in our news there that our girls are doing very well from the PSLE results.
Of course.
Thank you so much. That was Liza Osekeng with the latest in sports. Let's take a final look at stories leading the way this evening. BOTSWANA envoys to the UK and Germany pay courtesy call on President Dr. Mokgweetsi Masisi. The IEC wins its appeal against an order to allow UDC observers at election registration points. Sports development programs applauded for producing competitive junior national teams. That's all we had in our news bulletin this evening. Interpreting in sign language was Amantle Babili. Up next is the weather update. BTV News, Ikanyarona.
Good evening and welcome. The weather forecast tonight is brought to you by Kumos Almanac. The following are the rainfall amounts recorded this morning at 8. We recorded 46 millimeters at Baipidi Primary School, 22 millimeters at Ngaipen Tenov, 10 millimeters at Reikops Junior Secondary School, 7 millimeters at Khansi Med Station, and 2 millimeters at New Kanahas Primary School and Veda Med Station. This afternoon, convective clouds are visible over most parts of our country. We are still expecting some isolated thunder showers over the entire country. Tomorrow, expecting some isolated thunder showers over Ngamile and Chobe, Khansi Kgalagadi, southern southeast Katling and Kwenin district. Elsewhere, we're expecting some partly cloudy conditions. In the morning, we're expecting some hot temperatures over the entire country, ranging between 20 to 24 degrees Celsius. And in the afternoon, we're expecting some very hot temperatures over Kgalagadi district, ranging between 36 to 38 degrees Celsius. Over Khansi, southern, southeast, Katling, Kwening, and northern central, we're expecting some hot afternoon temperatures, ranging between 33 to 35 degrees Celsius. Over southern central, northeast, Ngamiland and Chobe, we're expecting some warm afternoon temperatures. Looking at some SADC cities, we're expecting some partly cloudy conditions over Port Elizabeth, Johannesburg, and Manzini. We're expecting some few patches of clouds to be visible over Maseru, and clear skies expected over Cape Town and Upington. We're expecting some showers over Windhoek, Harare, and Antananarivo, and few patches of clouds are expected to be visible over Beira. We're expecting some thunder showers over Kinshasa and Luanda, with few patches of clouds expected to be visible at Dar es Salaam and some showers expected at Blantyre. That's the weather forecast. Have yourself a good evening.
Schools in Kwening have been grappling with high numbers of dropouts and teenage pregnancies, amongst other challenges, for years now. A total of 106 cases of school dropouts have been recorded in the region, owing to various reasons.